It is freezing here this morning. As you can see, my nose is probably red, but starting to really actually love the cold and get used to it. So yeah, who knows? We might be out in the snow next time. It doesn't snow here in Australia, but well, actually it does. It does in some areas, but it's not common. Keep going on this path, this inwards journey. It's not an easy one to take. Allow yourself to feel everything. It's so important that we do feel everything and allow ourselves to go there, because when we don't allow and when we resist those feelings, unpleasant feelings, it's just complete resistance, and will block us out from our being. So it's just having the courage to feel everything regardless of what it is, and there's an okayness to that. There's an okayness to feeling like crap. There's an okayness to feeling angry, to feeling shameful, and just when we can allow ourselves to feel what it is that is wanting to be felt, then we can actually transcend that. But by always running from that feeling, I'm imagining that classic image when we're running from the fire, we're creating a bigger fire, because we're then running from who we truly are and our truth at the end of the day. But if we just allow ourselves to sit in the fire and really feel it and just look at it, okay, what's this feeling that's happening now, and just try to really feel and distinguish, okay, I know it's not the real me is not the feeling here. The feeling is just an arising in my conscious experience. Allow yourself to feel that, and then the fire will just dissipate. It won't be screaming at you anymore, because you've allowed yourself to feel, and you can ease into it. And no one said this would be easy. It's not sunshine and lollipops all the time. Actually, a lot of it is going into the stuff we don't like. So even the bird agrees. But I think it's important to really look at our shadow self, and wounds, whatever you want to call it, and have that balance, that in between. Because some people say with this that there's spiritual bypassing, and or that sort of spiritual approach or method is bypassing, and I agree, there is bypassing that can happen with someone, but I don't think it's as common as people think, because bypassing is just is saying, oh well, I've found this, so then therefore I don't have to feel and don't have to face what's happening in my experience, and feel and react to those true emotions and events. So it's almost like a backing out of that. And I haven't seen that happen with many people, but I think it could. So it's finding the middle ground between that and looking at all of our wounds and doing the shadow work, doing the nitty-gritty stuff, because that stuff is really important and good, because that's where transformation can come. But also on the other side of the pendulum if we just focus on the shadow, our bad experiences and what's hurt us, that person can go in a loop. It can just become a loop of going through that shadow work, and then we're not able to actually rise above that. So we can have both. We can sit in that conscious space and allow ourselves to fall into that, and yeah, we can also do that deeper shadow work. The bottom of the ocean, we can dive around at the bottom, but we can still witness the light. And it's important to just do this the way you want to do this and what feels right for you on this path, because it's different for everyone. And don't listen to what anyone has to say to you. Don't listen to what I'm saying to you. Don't take it to be 100% true or at face value. Really get into your truth and follow that and believe it, and you'll know what's right for you. You'll have people, whether it's family or friends or people on a similar path, who might challenge you or question you. And a big part of this is just letting yourself go there and not caring. You just have to not care, because true truth doesn't really care. Your true self doesn't really care, because it's expressing itself in that ultimate truth, and it's not trying to impress others or be seen a certain way. It doesn't give a shit in some way. So it's staying as true to yourself as you can, and at the core of your being, which is our being, which is the collective consciousness, and then naturally it will just unfold the way it should and will help yourself and other people. And if that doesn't align with some other people, then maybe that won't. But it's much better to go that way than trying to impress and make everyone happy. So take it step by step, but always just return to now. It's all that there is. This is it, and it's awesome. And it's just taking those moments of space as well. It's so important to slow down and realize that what we have here is amazing. So let's go deep into our experience of our being, the no self, our Buddha nature, consciousness, whatever you want to call it. Because that's that field, that space is where we all emanate from. But also, let's experience this reality, because it's fucking awesome and it's here to be experienced. So I think it's that paradox again, and finding that middle ground.